Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering you're the last person on Earth. What would you do? As you wander through the empty streets, the initial shock waves through you, a profound silence enveloping your every step. This isn't the solitude of a quiet morning, this is the solitude of an entire planet. Think of all the casual chats, the crowded commutes, and lively gatherings vanished. As the reality sinks in, the silence of a world without other voices begins to echo. With no one else around, survival becomes your primary focus. How do you manage? In this new world, the first step is securing your basic needs. Food is the cornerstone of survival. Scavenging from abandoned supermarkets or homes might work initially, but these sources will deplete. Learning to identify edible plants and mastering the art of fishing or trapping small animals could become daily activities. Remember, knowing how to cook and preserve food without modern conveniences is not just useful, it's essential. Next, finding shelter. A secure, durable place to live is crucial. Initially, you might choose a house or apartment, but the ability to maintain it matters. Basic carpentry and electrical skills could keep the walls standing and the lights on. Moreover, choosing a location with a natural water source nearby could prove life-saving. Ensuring your safety means more than locking doors. You'll need to be vigilant against potential dangers. Wild animals, unstable structures, and even the weather become more threatening in a world without other humans to mitigate these risks. And let's not forget about health. Without doctors or pharmacies, basic medical knowledge becomes your best friend. Learning to treat common ailments and understanding first aid will help you avoid minor issues becoming major threats. Survival tools are also vital. From a sturdy knife to a reliable source of fire for warmth and cooking, each item you choose must be versatile and durable. Survival is more than just staying alive, it's about maintaining your sanity in complete isolation. Loneliness can be a difficult emotion on a regular day, but imagine the psychological impact when you are truly alone. In the hypothetical scenario where you are the last person on Earth, the silence isn't just a quiet afternoon at home, it's a permanent, unyielding silence that envelops every corner of existence. When we look at research from solitary confinement and long-term space missions, the effects of extreme isolation on the human psyche are both profound and troubling. Studies have shown that prolonged solitude can lead to a spectrum of psychological issues, including anxiety, depression, and even a break from reality. Astronauts on extended missions often report feelings of disconnection, not just from their loved ones but from Earth itself, leading to what some call the overview effect, a cognitive shift in awareness. But why is this isolation so impactful? Humans are inherently social creatures, evolved to live, work, and thrive in community settings. Interaction isn't just a pleasant aspect of life, it's a crucial one. Our brains release neurotransmitters like dopamine and oxytocin during social interactions, which enhance our mood and encourage social bonding. Deprived of these interactions, the brain's neurochemistry changes. This can lead to alterations in thought patterns and behavior, indicating just how vital human connection is to our mental health. In the face of such isolation, coping mechanisms become not just useful, but necessary. Creating routines can offer a semblance of normalcy and control. Engaging in physical activity stimulates the brain and can ward off some negative effects of isolation. Some might find solace in talking aloud or writing journals, methods that can help process thoughts and feelings in the absence of a listener. Creative expression also serves as a powerful tool. Painting, writing, or playing music can act as a conduit for emotional release and personal reflection, essential in maintaining mental health in solitude. The human mind is not built for isolation. Coping strategies become essential for mental survival. With humans gone, Earth begins to reclaim its spaces. What changes occur in the environment around you? Imagine walking through the deserted streets of what was once a bustling city. Skyscrapers, once symbols of human achievement, now stand as mere skeletons, their windows broken, their steel frames exposed to the relentless forces of nature. The streets, once paved and busy, are now cracked and sprouting with greenery. This isn't a scene from a dystopian movie. This is what happens when nature takes back its reign. Take Chernobyl, for instance. After the nuclear disaster in 1986, humans evacuated, leaving nature to deal with the aftermath. Today, the exclusion zone around Chernobyl has become a de facto wildlife sanctuary. Species like wolves, bears, and wild horses thrive, unbothered by human presence, in landscapes that have swallowed whole towns and amusement parks. Similarly, the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea, untouched by humans for over 7 decades, has turned into one of the most pristine areas of temperate habitat in the world. Rare bird species and Asiatic black bears roam freely in what is essentially an accidental nature reserve. As buildings crumble and roads fracture, other man-made structures also succumb to the relentless march of nature. Bridges and dams weaken without maintenance, eventually breaking down, altering rivers and landscapes permanently. The Earth adapts quickly without humans to maintain the balance, reminding us of our temporary footprint. In a world devoid of people, every artifact becomes a relic of the human era. How do you reconnect with the vanished humanity? Imagine walking through the silent streets of cities that once pulsed with the constant rhythm of human activity. The stillness is profound, broken only by the whisper of the wind sweeping through empty skyscrapers and abandoned cars. Here, in the heart of what was once a bustling metropolis, you find a small, weathered bookstore. Its shelves, though dusty, are still filled with books, each volume a preserved voice of someone from a time teeming with life. As you leaf through pages, the words resonate, a stark reminder of the vibrant intellectual life that thrived here. Each book you open offers a bridge to the past, an intimate connection with authors who shared their thoughts, dreams, and fears. It is in these moments of reading that you feel a profound connection to the human spirit that once animated these now silent places. Venturing further, you find a home. The door creaks open to reveal a living room frozen in time. Family photos still adorn the walls, smiling faces looking out. A child's toy lies in the corner, evocative of the laughter and joy that once echoed through the room. It's these personal artifacts that hit hardest, the small everyday items that tell the story of lives fully lived. In an old cinema, the projectors stand idle, but stacks of film reels in the back room hold countless stories, dramas, and documentaries, each a crafted expression of human culture and imagination. Watching these films, you connect not just with the stories portrayed, but with the collective human endeavor of storytelling and myth-making. And it's not just the arts that hold the essence of humanity. In deserted laboratories and offices, you find scribbled notes and innovative gadgets, testaments to human curiosity and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Each item, each place holds a story, a burst of life from the past, keeping the memory of humanity alive. What does it mean to be human when there is no one else to compare yourself to? This question opens up a Pandora's box of philosophical contemplations that stretch far beyond the confines of everyday conversation. When you're the last person on Earth, the typical yardsticks for measuring a human life vanish into the echo of your solitary footsteps. Imagine waking to a world where the constructs of society, laws, cultures, and social norms have evaporated. In this vast emptiness, who do you become when there is no one to perform for, no societal roles to fill? The concept of identity undergoes a profound transformation. Stripped of its social fabric, identity could become a more genuine expression of self, unshaped by the expectations and judgments of others, or it might dissolve, leaving behind a spectral figure wandering through remnants of a once bustling civilization. Then there's the matter of purpose. Purpose, traditionally tied to our roles within a community, our jobs, relationships, and social contributions, would need to be redefined. Does one find purpose in mere survival, in the preservation of knowledge, or perhaps in the stewardship of the planet? With no immediate practical need to advance technology or culture, the last human might turn to the stars or the inner workings of the mind for a new kind of purpose. Legacy is another contemplation. Normally we think of a legacy as what we leave behind for others. But if there are no others, what becomes of one's legacy? Does it dissolve into the air, or does it become something deeply personal, like a time capsule meant for no one but crafted with the same care and hope, as if the world were watching? In exploring these themes, the last person on Earth confronts the essence of what it means to be human in its rawest form. Without others, the mirror of humanity breaks, and what is left is both terrifying and enlightening. In the silence of a world without witnesses, the meaning of life becomes a personal quest. As the last echo fades, the philosophical journey of the final human becomes a testament to the enduring quest for meaning in the universe. Facing a world entirely alone is a profound thought experiment that challenges our understanding of ourselves and our society. As we explored the vast silence of solitude, the daunting task of survival, the deep psychological shifts, and the eerie beauty of a world without us, we've seen just how adaptable and resilient humans can be. This journey through solitude not only showcases our survival instincts, but also highlights the irreplaceable value of human connection and the collective spirit. While this scenario is unlikely, it invites us to appreciate our connections and the world we share today more deeply. What would you miss the most if you were the last person on Earth?